Hi guys.
What's up?
Today's going to be a relatively short video, and we figured we'd get straight on this as quickly as we could. We want to talk about the Titans reveal trailer that came out at San Diego Comic-Con. And we want to
Comic-Con?
Stop. And we want to talk about how shit it is.
Yeah. It's not great.
This is going to be uploaded the day it comes out.
Yeah.
This is going to be a relatively short video, and I assume anyone who's watching this has seen it. And if you haven't, I recommend you watch it before we talk about it.
Yeah.
So you can form your own opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to friggin' watch it and hate it just because we do.
Yeah.
But we have a couple of points here that we'd like to get on.
Yeah, 3 topics mainly.
4-ish, kind of.
Well, maybe 4 at the end, but we have tone, character, and environment. Those are our 3 topics. So we're going to go through the first one, which is tone right now, which we both agree is
all wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's all wrong.
It's not Titans, at least not the way you
It's not
expect
Titans. I have read pretty much everything Teen Titans and Titans, and it's just all wrong. Now, Titans and Teen Titans are 2 different series, comprised of 2 different teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Teen Titans is kind of a rotating, kind of fluctuating team that generally rotates in and out with the new generation.
Yeah.
Whereas the Titans is the original Teen Titans: Dick Grayson, Donna Troy, Garfield Logan, Cyborg,
Wally
West, Roy Harper, Lilith, and maybe Hawk and Dove, and a couple of others, depending.
Tara. For like 10 seconds.
Yeah, if she ever comes back from the dead. So it's them.
Mm.
And generally, Titans was I want to say a much darker series than Teen Titans. It was much more mature.
I mean, by contrast, yeah. It was
because it was dealing with adults rather than teenagers.
Yeah.
So it kind of had license to be, but it was never what the trailer was.
No.
The trailer, fucking Robin kills 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
And not Jason Todd, Dick Grayson full on murders 8 people in pretty much cold blood. As far as I can tell from the trailer, they weren't doing much.
No.
They just look kind of shady.
No. I mean, I kind of have my own suspicions. I think it's going to be an Elseworld story. You don't, but I mean, it just... I think the only reason that he can do that is if it's an Elseworld story. Because it's just so far.
I don't want Titans to be an exact carbon copy of any of the series. I want them to do their own thing, like most new media branches of a comic book company do.
Yeah.
But this is off the rails.
Yeah, they kind of just went balls to the walls. So.
It's so dark. Titans has dealt with mature topics. It's dealt with addiction. It's dealt with, Donna Troy's husband and newborn child all got killed in a car accident. A random car accident. And they dealt with that. And they've dealt with loads of different things.
Dealt with pedophilia.
Yeah, so many different mature topics.
My bad.
Yeah, sorry, Ben just said on mic stand. But they've never ever done anything like this. If they had gone Jason Todd as Robin, I'd gone, okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fine, I get it. Jason Todd was, I think he was a member of the Teen Titans for 10 issues before he died.
Yeah.
He didn't even get a statue.
Had an Elseworld story where Jason Todd was Robin and the leader of the Titans, and that's why he's killing everybody. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I was thinking about this on the way up to Euros.
Okay.
And I had a way that they could work it in.
Go on.
Julius said, it's you, the circus boy.
Yeah.
And he's in the police station.
Yeah.
If they had established that there was already multiple Robins, and Raven met her and he goes, sorry kid, you're looking for Dick, I'm Jason.
Yeah.
And they never told us, and it was just a complete surprise. And she was like, well, you're the Robin I found. You're not the Robin I was looking for, but you'll have to do. And then they just went with Jason Todd. And then eventually, I don't know, he meets Dick Grayson or whatever. And that would have been, I'd be like, okay, it's not good, but it's better. At least they've explained why he kills people.
Then why was he wearing
Robin? Yeah, why is he still Robin? And the thing is...
Well, I get, because Jason Todd was the last Robin before Damian Wayne was.
No, Tim Drake. It goes Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian.
Oh, you're right, sorry. But I mean, my point was he's a younger Robin, so I get that he could be the youngest.
And Jason Todd gets on with Batman the worst out of all of them, I'd say.
Yeah, he does.
Him and Batman don't see eye. But as well as that, him still being Robin, but hating Batman, completely fucks all of Dick Grayson's character arc.
It's a weird thing because it's why are you still
Robin? Because the whole thing, anyone who likes Robin and Batman knows Dick Grayson left Batman because he wanted to get out of his shadow and establish himself as his own thing. So he abandoned the Nightwing. he abandoned Robin and adopted the Nightwing persona and forged his own path.
Yeah.
But him basically giving the finger to Batman and staying as Robin kind of fucks his whole character arc.
You see, that's why I think this is, well, obviously I've said it before, I think it's elsewhere, but what I'm thinking of is that this is taking place as he's becoming Nightwing, but obviously it's a different Nightwing. This is the Nightwing that kills people, so he's right at the edge of his tether. But
do you see why him staying as Robin and saying like fuck Batman kind of does fuck his whole arc?
Oh yeah, completely. But what I'm saying,
because he kind of just ruins his whole point of leaving.
Not really, because he'd leave because he's saying fuck Batman.
But he's still Robin. Like he doesn't want to be Robin and be in Batman Shadow. But so now he's Robin and he's still in Batman Shadow.
What I think of this is that it's on the point where the whole thing of Judas Contract is that like Robin is all the while making up the Nightwing persona. Well, he's still being
He
Robin.
never made up Nightwing. Superman gave him the name. Superman told him, like, on Krypton we have a legend about this person who protects the night called Nightwing.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying
and
is...
I cannot imagine Superman going, I can shoot people longer.
No, but what I'm saying is like he gets the costume ready and, he takes time to reflect and kind of come up with the persona and then eventually he comes out. But he's still Robin, technically, as it's happening. That's what I'm kind of thinking. He's still Robin, but in the background... I think maybe towards the end of the season he'll come out as Nightwing.
And that's another thing, is that it's a pretty dark show, as we just said from the tone.
Yeah.
And you have to admit, Nightwing's whole bright blue and black costume is pretty bright.
Well, unless they do it like the New 52.
The red one.
Yeah.
Where his time as Batman kind of changed him. And because the whole point of the new costume was he took over as Batman for Bruce. Bruce came back.
Yeah.
And like his time in Gotham had just changed him irreparably. Well, like...
Like, get one of the darker sets.
The whole point of Nightwing is he's supposed to be a brighter, kinder version of Batman. Bruce Wayne said that himself. Yeah. There's a whole thing where Damian goes, you made us into little soldiers. And Bruce runs down through all the Robins and goes, this is why you're not soldiers, this is why you're people. And he goes, Dick Grayson is a clearer vision of what Batman should be. He's a kinder, brighter version of what I have to be. Tim Drake has an analytical mind that I could never hope to have. Jason Todd does all of the things that Batman can't do and needs to be done. And you'll forge your own path. He said all that to Damian.
Okay.
I think the whole point of Dick Grayson is that he's such a stark contrast to Bruce.
Yeah.
Because if he was just a carbon copy of Bruce, I'd say totally plausible that he kills people.
Yeah.
Because like Batman's always kind of on that fucking edge.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't get behind this.
No.
And another thing that sets the tone wrong, and you know nothing about these two people, it's Hawk and Dove.
Yeah.
Hawk and Dove are in the series, which I really like. It's given a spotlight to two minor characters in the DC universe who deserve more attention. But Dove is supposed to be the embodiment of peace, and she's supposed to try and talk people down and convince them to leave crime, and she's supposed to kind of keep Hawk in check. But she's there like clawing people's eyes out and slitting their tendons in their calf and everything. And I just don't think they've got the tone right in this. Like, you have to agree.
I do agree. I think what they tried to do is like, let's make something that's going to shock people. But they just went overboard. They're like, let's just fuck everything.
It's one of two things that's annoying me. It's showing all the imperfections that the DCU has and needs to get rid of.
Yeah.
It's like DC is just hoping that rather than fix the mistake and make us happy, if they just keep making the same mistake, we'll get used to it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Or they're going like in the 90s. Like, I know that Asbat, like when Azrael, John Ponvalley, took over as Batman in the 90s, we all like to meme about the armor and how he was like really brutal and stuff, and it's funny, and everyone who reads comic books jokes about it. But it was a rough time for comic book writing.
Yeah.
Like DC was like, comics nearly went out, went. The whole industry just nearly collapsed.
So Marvel had to sell off all their
stuff.
Yeah,
Marvel like got picked clean, and like the whole thing of like making characters overly brutal, it really affected them. And I think that's what DC is trying to do. They're trying to make a shit ton of money off one season and fucking leave it.
Yeah.
I would prefer a mediocre show that's closer to the material than I would this dark and gritty thing for one season that just DC's trying to get money out of.
It does kind of seem... It seems like a cash grab.
It seems like, so desperate from DC, like.
Yeah, it's like, let's get something that people love and then just fuck it up.
They seem like the rebellious teenager to Marvel's parent.
Yeah.
Because Marvel is... Marvel's
like
bright and happy, and they make jokes, and like, okay, things get a bit fucking mature sometimes, but it's never too bad. No. But DC DC can compete with Marvel no problem.
On the comic side, yeah.
Oh no, on everything. I can fully see a DC movie compete with Marvel no problem. But they don't have to be the opposite of Marvel to compete with them.
That's kind of been their whole problem this whole time, is that they just want to be the one that's really dark and edgy, like a fucking emo child.
Like, their comic books aren't like that.
I know. I've read their comics.
Their comics are not like that. Like, you don't have to be the opposite of Marvel to compete with them.
No.
And it's so odd to me.
What's odd to me, though,
and, like, Dark and Gritty can work, because I'm watching Cloak and Dagger at the moment, and there's some fairly fucked up shit in Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
And it's pretty dark at times. And it works. It works super well.
Mm.
Oh, hi, Ruby. Ben's dog just came in again.
Get out.
But, it's just like, it's like DC is pushing so hard against Marvel, and it's not working, and they're refusing to accept it's not working. I can't stand it. It's ruined my trust in DC's, like, new media side. Like, they can't be trusted to do their own stuff.
Like, what I don't get is that they can make good shows like Arrow, and they can make Flash, and then they can make something amazing like Black Lightning when they get with Netflix.
Black Lightning's epic!
Black Lightning's fantastic.
And
Black Lightning
gets dark.
But it doesn't ruin
like,
Black Lightning.
He's a vigilante. It's dark, he's on the streets. You see him get cut up and, like, nearly bleeding out in his bathtub, but it's still good.
And there's a race war and everything.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just...
But they make it work because they don't focus on it, and it's just a part of his whole arc.
But not only that, but, like, they don't destroy... Well, I haven't read much Black Lightning, but from what I know, like, they haven't destroyed the character
Not
of
really.
Black Lightning.
Not really.
They just made him... They toned him down a little into darkness, but I mean, like...
Because, like, because you have to admit, the Black Lightning CW show, he's a father before he's a superhero.
Yeah.
And he's the same in the comic books. He has 2 daughters, he's a father before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wrap my head around it. Just, because, like, in the most recent Teen Titans issue, not Titans, Teen Titans, Robin and Damian Wayne, spoilers now if you haven't read it, it's something like issue 23, straight up shoots Black Mask in the head. Or so we think. They never show up, but they show him holding the gun to Black Mask's head, and they show a flash going off outside the door and like a bang. And it just makes me think, is that all to just promote Titans? Did they literally just make Damian Wayne? Because, like, that undoes 7 years of character progression for Damian Wayne? Did he kill Black Mask?
Damian Wayne's been killing since he was inceptualized.
And he went through a whole thing with Batman to not kill people anymore.
Okay.
Like, the whole point of the Batman and Robin series, it went over like 52 issues, was that he had to teach Robin that you can stop crime and you can be Batman and you can be Robin, but you don't have to kill people. And he's been struggling with it ever since and trying to keep the whole assassin side in check. And, like, this decision, maybe they'll go somewhere that maybe didn't kill Black Mask, but it undoes 7 years of character progression, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and not even character progression, it undoes so much good work by some writer, and it just undervalues the work of so many writers. And it just makes me think now, is that just to set up and promote and get people comfortable with the direction they're taking Titans?
I don't know, I think...
I can't prove that, and that's just speculation on my part, but it sure seems like that now.
If that was the way it was going, I think they'd have to make Damian do a lot more worse things.
Well, actually, shot a guy in the head, like.
I know, but I mean, like, consistently. Like, you can't just have...
Well, they haven't released the next issue since then.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
You can't have just, like, one random moment of badness and say, oh, that's a PR stunt. You know, it doesn't really work like that.
So,
but, I mean, it makes no sense that it would be Damian they're trying to use to promote...
but do you see the point I'm getting at? That they're trying to lure the Teen Titans and Titans series down a darker path so that established fans will get more comfortable with the idea.
Yet they're making a Teen Titans Go movie, and sure.
Yeah.
How bad can that go?
The stark contrast between those two. Like, imagine you're some parent and your kid loves Teen Titans Go for some reason. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. Teen Titans Go, for some reason, is so fucking popular. I can't wrap my head around it. But imagine you're some parent and you find out that there's a Titan show on the DC streaming service, and your kid watched Teen Titans Go to the movies and they love the show, and you're like, I'm going to get him the streaming service. I'm going to let him watch Titans.
Make him watch it.
And then they sit down and they turn it on, and it's that, and just the pure stark contrast. And as well, it gives such a false representation, because it's safe to say that when a new show or movie comes out based on a comic book, the sales for that comic book triple, quadruple, just increased like so much.
Yeah.
And you're going to get new people going, I'm going to read the Titans because I saw this, and hopefully it's like this, or maybe I like this, and they read it, and it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like, the whole point of the Titans series at the moment is Dick Grayson assembled a team to help him find metahumans whose powers are starting to manifest and stop them from hurting people, get them counselling, get them trained up in their powers, and let them live their lives. I somehow do not see that happening.
No.
Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. Okay.
But there is a thing, like, it does look like he's trying to help Raven throughout this series.
It doesn't look like he wants to, though.
And,
like, that's not Robin.
yeah.
Robin, look, if someone comes to Dick Grayson and go, I need your help, you're like, fucking, okay. I'm going to drop everything, and for the next, as long as you need it, I am right here.
Mm.
I just want to move on to the characters now, because I have more to go on about this.
Alright, well, I suppose we can just write, Dick Grayson out, because we've spoken a lot about him.
Characters I have a problem with, in order of how much I have a problem with them. Dick Grayson, Beast Boy, Starfire, Hawk and Dove, Raven. And I have a problem with Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
He's kind of a dick.
I have a problem with Raven, a bit higher than you, because, Raven is the person that's not supposed to be able to show any emotion.
Because she needs to keep herself in check.
But in this one, she's crying all the time. And
I think it's because they're portraying her as younger, and she doesn't really have the control she normally would.
Maybe, but I'm just...
Because, like, in all the stories you've read her, and she's been in, like, her early 20s, and she's been living with it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, from what I'm seeing...
Oh, yeah, I get you.
She's showing a lot of emotion, and nothing's happening. There's just, like, there's that one bit at the end where her eyes go black, and she screams, and it goes, DC!
Yeah, like
great.
My problem with Beast Boy? Fucking awful. Like...
The prosthetics aren't great, no.
Prosthetics? Like, he has fake limbs?
No, prosthetics is in, like, prosthetic makeup to put on him.
Yeah, because when they revealed that his skin wasn't green,
it's lightly green.
From what I remember, he was like a Latino kid, I think. Who's playing him? And like the only green thing about him was like he had like dip-dyed green highlights.
No, his skin is green. Slightly green, but it's not.
It's not Beast Boy green. It's not Beast Boy green. And like,
I suppose they wanted to tone it back to make it seem a bit more grounded and realistic.
But it's not!
It's not.
It's the fucking Titans! It's about an alien princess, a guy who transforms into animals, a half cyborg, a fucking Greek, Wonder Woman's sister.
Yeah.
Like, it's not grounded.
I know it's not grounded, but I'm saying this is the darker, grounded tone.
And like, what's Beast Boy's power? What's Beast Boy's power, Ben?
He turns into animals.
He turns into green animals and he does shit. It's his only power. And I can full on see DC not wasting the fucking budget on it.
Mm.
And it's going to be a once a season thing. He'll transform into something small like a lion, and he'll slit someone's throat.
Or lion's pretty big, man. Have you seen a lion in real life?
Or his power will be like it is in the current Titan seasons because he's lost control of it, and it just kind of turn into this big kind of furry monster, and like that kind of loses control. And like, yeah, fine, whatever, do that. But that's not Beast Boy. That's not the established kind of Beast Boy.
I'd like to see a bit more Beast Boy. The only scene we get of Beast Boy is like it looks like he jumps off a building.
Yeah, and like it's like he's operating as a vigilante, which Beast Boy never did. He's not a vigilante, and like Beast Boy always like his whole thing is like he wants to make it as a social media star, and he wants to be a movie star, and he wants to be in the public eye.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to be him. I can't see him posting videos of Robin slicing a guy's head off to Instagram. Like, and I don't like the costume because normally he wears like this. Red
have a costume. He's wearing like a t-shirt and a hoodie.
Yeah, but like in the comic books, he wears like kind of a red and white kind of latex bodysuit.
Yeah, I know that.
But in this, he's wearing a red and white hoodie, and it's DC's way of going. He's a teenager. He likes to be on the streets. Fuck you. Okay.
It could just be the start, like.
No, fuck you. The next character I have a problem with, and it's only because of her costume, and it's Starfire.
Oh yeah.
Starfire has always had a pretty revealing costume.
Yeah.
But that's always kind of tied into her character.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, her people are very emotional, are very free with their emotions.
Yeah.
But in this one, she looks like a hooker. She's wearing high heels, she has, like, this latex thing on, she's wearing, like, a fur coat down to her, like, her ankles. And she, like... The only thing that gives me hope for Starfire is, it looks like she's newly arrived on Earth, and people approach her, and she looked very afraid. Which I think is very, very on point with her character when she first arrived, that she was kind of afraid of Earth and people didn't get her and she didn't get the people.
Yeah.
Actually, the special effects on her hair to make it look like it's on fire are very good.
Yeah, that was good.
So I think out of all the characters, it's just the outfit that's annoying me so far. I hope she gets like a proper superhero costume, but like in terms of what she's gonna act like, I do have high hope for Starfire.
If anyone has a problem with her being black, it's time to fuck off.
I don't care that she's
I
black.
don't care she's black.
You actually don't really notice,
no,
like,
but I'm just saying, like, if anyone actually writes down
because it doesn't change her character.
Exactly. It's like, you know, because
Like, it doesn't.
I know that would be someone's complaint now, and it's already starting to piss me off.
She's black.
She's black. You can't have a black Starfire. She already.
The whitey's gotta stay white. Stay with your own.
Stay with your own.
But like, fucking, who cares? Who cares?
Exactly.
No one gives a shit. Like,
No.
it's not as if it changes her character immensely.
No.
She's from an alien from a different planet. It wouldn't fucking matter if she's
orange,
black.
for fuck's sake. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter if she's black.
Exactly. Right. But that's out of the way.
Yeah, Hawk and Dove.
Don't know him, so that's what you speak about.
The only problem I have with Hawk and Dove is it seems like the roles are reversed, in that Dove is cutting people the fuck up, whereas Hawk is just kind of standing there. Like, that's kind of meant to be the other way around. Hawk is supposed to be the one that fucks people up, and Dove is supposed to go, look, maybe fucking take it easy, man.
Maybe they just had the Axis event. Who knows?
Maybe it's just a shitty TV show written by shitty writers.
Well, we haven't seen it yet, so can't judge it.
I can, actually.
You can judge a trailer, but you can't judge.
I can, actually.
It's going to be.
And then the character I have the least problem with is Raven, because Raven seems pretty on point.
Raven's good.
Yeah, Raven seems like, because when Raven first came onto the scene, she couldn't control the darkness within. She was a scared girl. Raven pretty much just wears hoodies anyway.
Well, she was a cloak.
Yeah, but like, you know, she's not a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, that's her superhero outfit. Like, she's not a superhero yet.
Mm.
Like, so I think Raven struggling to control the demon inside her, I think it's spot on.
Yep.
Raven is a character I have the least problem. Raven and Starfire, like, characterization wise, are the people I have the least problem with.
Yeah.
And like, I know for a fact the first season's already shot, so they can't change dick shit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that like they'll realize their mistakes and they'll just have the first season be about everyone getting over their fucking angsty shit, and then it'll be super bright in the next season and be proper. Like, do you remember Arrow season 1? Yeah. Oliver killed fucking everyone.
I liked that. Though.
Season 2 killed no one.
Yeah.
And I hope that's what they do. Robin fucking stops killing people, makes amends with Batman. Great. Never have to hear from Batman again.
I liked Arrow killing people though.
So did I, because he kills people in the comic books.
Does he?
Every now and again.
I just liked it because I was like, okay, you're going to make it, you know, a dark kind of Batman with a bow and arrow. Why not just make it?
He kills people every now and again. It's like a last resort thing for him. But I just it's like, what are they thinking? What are they hoping to accomplish with this? Because all they're going to do is make a massive culture shock for new fans, and all they're going to do is piss off established fans. They're not pleasing anyone. Like they're just not. It's DC's fucking whole thing. They're just, I can't understand what they're trying to do. Are they trying to make it seem super dark and gritty so that when they make it super bright but mature, that it'll be like, oh fuck.
It's a tough one because, you know, you don't know where they're going. It's like,
yeah, you've no idea. That could be everything we saw could literally be the first episode.
Could be.
It could be the first 20 minutes of the first episode, and then
just be like,
and then shit just picks up. And like, as far as I know, because she went and found Dick Grayson, we're onto the environment now.
Yeah.
As far as I know, because she went and found Dick Grayson in the police department, they're in Bloodhaven.
Cool.
They're in Bloodhaven. That's my best guess. But Teen Titans don't fucking operate out of there. They operate out of San Francisco.
That's the Teen Titans. It's just
no, the Titans operate out of San Francisco as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually operate out of fucking Washington, D.C. now.
Well, that's closer to Gotham than fucking San Francisco.
Well, like, they don't operate out of Bloodhaven because it's not a place for the Titans. They don't operate out of Gotham because there's already, you know, Batman. They operate out of San Francisco or LA or Washington, D.C. Bright, sunny places. Like, fucking, they're not vigilantes. They're superheroes. They're more akin to the Justice League than they are like the Bat Family. I can't understand what they're trying to do. Like, what is a DC, like, who put it together? Like, that's it. That's it. That's what we're looking for.
Well, they're just looking. I mentioned the whole premise of this is shock value, and they've got it.
Oh god, yeah.
They've done it.
Because even the people who hate it are going to watch it just so they can like justify their hate on it.
Mm.
Like I probably won't even watch it. I'm not going to lie. I probably will not even watch it.
I don't know.
Unless the reviews come out and it's stellar, I am not even going to look at it.
Not really. I'm not really interested in a streaming service.
I think everything else besides the original TV shows that DC is offering on their streaming service is an outstanding idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Netflix is such a good place to be at the moment.
Because if Marvel did the same thing and put all their stuff on that, and then did the same thing where they had like all the animated movies and all the previous TV shows and all like everything to do with like that site, and had like you got Marvel Unlimited free with it. Like DC is giving their online comics thing free away with it. Brilliant! I'll fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds unbelievable. Like
the streaming service itself is not enough to sell it to me. That's what I'm saying.
The original shows aren't. Everything else they're offering with the streaming service.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you took this, like, it was just the streaming service with the original shows, I'd be like, no.
And why would I ever pay for that?
Yeah.
But you get like all the previous animated shows and movies, all the previous live action shows and movies, like 1,000 comic books to pick and choose from.
I know, but the problem here now is that they're obviously, putting so much money into, advertising the streaming service part, and then they give us a trailer like this.
And as well as that, DC put out a thing saying that when you watch something on their streaming service, they will, at the end of it, just the way Netflix gives you recommendations for the next TV show to watch, they're going to give you recommendations on comic books to read off their service to go with that show.
What fucking comic book are you going to read after watching Titans?
Imagine they give you the Judas Contract. Or they give you like Teen Titans Rebirth or something. You're going to read it and go, what the fuck? This is nothing like what I just saw.
Really?
And it's either going to stop them reading the comic book or it's going to stop them reading the show. Reading the show or watching the show. It's going to stop them doing one or the other.
I hope that this is all just a massive PR stunt just to get people to actually look at it. And I hope that the show, obviously stays more true to the material, because I mean, if it doesn't, and they like, what reading recommendations you can give them?
What could you give them to go along with it? Because you can't give them the current shit.
No.
You can't give them anything they've ever written before.
Unless they're gonna fucking change all their comic books now and just make Titans super dark right before the show.
Pull a Guardians of the Galaxy on it.
Yeah.
They potentially could.
You see, the thing is that Guardians of the Galaxy
changed for the better. Well, not for the better.
Like the movies changed first, and then people liked it, and then they changed the comics.
It was kind of a level change with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It went from good to still good.
Like what I'm saying is like Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie changed first.
Yeah.
They saw how it went, and then they changed the comics. In this one, the only way I can see them doing it is changing the comics first and just presuming people are going to like.
But the thing is,
TV show,
because generally, once something comes out, the sales go up for the comic book.
Yeah.
But when Guardians of the Galaxy came out and everyone started buying Guardians of the Galaxy, the comic book didn't degrade in quality with the shift.
No.
But Titans will.
Okay.
It will full on degrade in quality.
Because, I feel like it's a reverse. Like with Guardians of the Galaxy, they went from this kind of edgy, kind of stern team.
Yeah, full of war veterans.
Full of war veterans and stuff. And then they kind of went to more like
jokey,
Titans, and they were like happy
jokey and family.
People like that shit.
Yeah, and it's stuck, and it's still to this day it's good.
So I feel like Titans is going versus it's in that jokey kind of happy family friendly place, and it's just gonna go balls to the walls dark just for no reason. And that's
I think the big thing about Teen Titans is because it's safe to say Marvel's characters are a lot more relatable than DC's.
Yeah.
Because but I have to say Teen Titans is one of the more relatable teens because we've all been teenagers, we've all gone through shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Teen Titans, yes, it's about teenagers beating the shit out of bad guys, but it's also about growing up and changing, and all those issues. And Titans is kind of the same. Titans is like, you're an adult now, what are you going to do with your life?
Mm.
How are you going to press on from here? It's just not going to be. It's just, I can't see it being good.
I want to reserve judgment till it comes out.
I would love to.
But
I would love to do that.
I'm not hopeful, but at the same time, I'm not going to just completely dismiss it, because
if they had done
I can appreciate new material. I can appreciate someone trying something new.
I'm not one of those people that hates change and hates people trying something new.
Yeah.
But I am I'm not a fan of just looking at the source material and wiping your ass with it. It's like they showed no appreciation for where the idea came from.
No, I can agree with that. Like, I'm struggling at the moment because, like, I am open to new things.
Yeah, like,
and I like darker
grand.
things.
So the same,
but at the same time, I'm just it's very on thin ice for me.
Yeah, it's like they have a whole new thing and they just slapped a Titan skin over it, and like it's totally different.
Like this feels a bit more like what Suicide Squad should have been.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Literally, the Suicide Squad should have had more of this tone.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad they tried to make it like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. So like, yeah, I think this kind of tone would have been perfect. Suicide Squad would have made a much better TV show than movie.
Oh, gotcha.
Would have made a much better TV show than movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, you don't know who the Secret Six are, do you?
No.
They're this really niche,
they're secret.
really, really fun, but like kind of dark and gritty DC team. Like they have Catman.
Okay.
I love them. If they just slapped the Secret Six on it, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Awesome. Go for it. But I just, Titans, I can't wrap my head around. I just can't get with it. And like, Titans was the one I had the most hope for.
I know.
Because something isn't going to live up to the source material. No way. It won't. Doom Patrol, no one knows anything about them.
No. So
no one's going to give them a chance. So DC won't give a shit about it.
Yeah. Titans
was the one I had the most hope for. And they've just shit all over it. Like, I can't trust DC anymore, like, honestly.
No.
I can't. Whoever's in charge of, like, their whole, like, media branch.
They just need to hire Kevin Feige. Just do it.
Like whoever's in charge of, like, their whole new media branch should be shot. Honest to God, like, I can't trust them to make stuff anymore.
You do not condone violence.
Like, you heard about their launching, like, the DC movie site is launching a whole line of movies that aren't connected to the DCEU at all.
What?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. They're launching a whole line, like they're launching a Batman movie that isn't connected to the DCEU at all, with a totally different actor. They're launching a Joker movie that different actor that isn't connected to it. And you're just like, what are you doing? We don't want this.
Oh, that hurts my brain.
It's like DC going, we understand your criticism, but we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for creators doing their own thing.
Yeah.
It's too much of us to ask creators to stifle themselves and just give us what we want. Because what we want isn't always what we need. But it's another thing for creators to just go, nah, fuck it, let's just... no. Like you do my... Google who wrote the Titans TV series. Who's in charge of the scripts and everything. Because I want to know if it's a comic book writer. Because if it's not, okay, fine, I fucking get it. Because they put Zack Snyder in charge of the DCU. And he made a balls. Come on, type faster.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it not make any sound. Jay Torres and Todd Knock.
I've never heard of them.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, yeah, I've never heard of them. Like, you can't have it. Like, it's like they never read the source material. Okay, he is a comic book writer, actually. Fair enough. What's he written? Bibliography? This is Jay Torres, by the way. Robots, never heard of it. Only Press, they're actually a good publisher. Jason the Argonauts, I think I read that. Legion of Superheroes, okay, I'll give him that. Teen Titans Go. He wrote Teen Titans Go.
That hurts my brain.
And he can't write a Titans series. He wrote X-Men Unlimited. Not a bad comic book. Like, what are you doing?
I have a feeling though that wasn't really up to him. I have a
no,
that was a DC.
That was
thing.
DC.
DC were
that
like,
was DC.
He's like, I want to make it more like Titans Go, and they're like, no, fuck that. We have a movie, Titans Go. You're gonna make this thing super dark and super gritty. And he's like, why? And they're like, because we fucking want that.
It's like they didn't even give them Titans to read. Mm-hmm. And they went, well, it stars Robin, so it's Batman, so it's probably gritty. Yeah. And they just made it like that. Like, I just can't get it. Like, why is DC doing this? There's a place for darkness and grit, and this is not it.
It's DC trying to say, like, oh, you like Marvel because you're 12 years old. We're coming to the big boys table. You know, this is what you want. But it's not really. It's
like they're assuming, well, like, if we give them the opposite of Marvel, like, that's super interesting. It fucking isn't.
It's like the thinking, right? Everyone who likes comics has to be like 40 years old and fucking into Slipknot and loving to cut themselves.
Lives in their basement and like is angry about everything.
Just fucking angst.
This is the reason we get angry.
Yeah.
Because you shit all over the source material.
Yeah, it is.
The last thing we have, and I think we've covered this already, is the comic book accuracy. None.
No comic book accuracy. Well, okay, Raven is accurate. We'll give it that.
Raven's dead on.
But
Dick Grayson's not right. Not right at all.
We saw like all of half a second of Beast Boys. We don't know what he's like.
Starfire incinerating people, okay. Maybe.
She did that in the New 52, so I'll take it.
Yeah, because like she's new on the planet, she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. She's probably done it before.
Yeah.
Beast Boy, no.
Well, we saw like half a second, so I don't know.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
no. Hulk and Dove, not right.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
Not right. Who else there?
That was pretty much
That's it actually. And
We
it's
saw like 5 people.
the costumes look nice.
They do look
At
nice.
least the Robin one looks nice.
Robin looks nice.
The Hulk and Dove one looks good. That's fairly actually spot on, I have to say.
Beast Boy
Actually-
looks like he's,
If you haven't seen it, or if you somehow missed it, Dick Grayson's costume looks like it looks like Tim Drake's from Rebirth. DC streaming. Come on.
type faster.
Okay. So there's Robin's one from DC streaming.
Yeah.
From the Titan show, right?
That's pretty accurate.
Now, Tim Drake, Rebirth,
Where's the wings?
doesn't have anyone.
I like the wings.
So did I. But
Fuck's sake.
that looks more like it.
Yep.
That like it looks like
This looks like classic Robin.
I don't know.
Except without, the weird underwear.
Yeah, like it looks more like Tim Drake's Rebirth Red Robin costume than it does an actual Robin costume.
I think we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, look guys, I've given you my opinion. Ben's given you his.
Yeah.
We're not hopeful.
No.
And
I'm not shitting it completely.
what are the fucking odds DC sees this? Nah.
Fuck all. We don't get views.
Yeah, we 10 subscribers. Let's fucking if DC sees this, if you do see this DC, reshoot. We'll wait.
Yeah, come on, this bitch.
Yeah, we'll wait. I'll happily wait. If you go, we're reshooting everything. I will happily wait another 2 years for this to come out.
If I get a written apology from Jeff Johns, I'll be fucking delighted.
Jeff Johns has nothing to do with this. I know for a fact he fucking doesn't.
Because he wouldn't do this.
No, because he wrote Teen Titans for a while. It was amazing. Like, it was absolutely outstanding.
I think he'd have at least some idea what's going on.
Like, he wrote Teen Titans in, 2008. And it was really, really good. And I really liked it.
Is this the chief creative director?
No, he stepped down, remember?
Oh, yes.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. And look, don't let our opinion sway you.
No.
If you like the look of Titans and where it's going, watch it, by all means.
Just let us know.
Like I said, I might have said this in a previous episode, but I urge you to give the streaming service a chance. It's not fair to write it off straight away.
No, and that's kind of what you've been doing.
And as much shit as I've given it, it's not fair. My opinion should not sway you in any way. If you like the look of it and you like the direction it's going, good for you, man. I just don't. So I think we're going to wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching.